Okay guys, at the greenhouse, let's do a quick update. Just got here. Uh, Check out the lettuce here. It's the 21st of November. Um, and look at these plants, they're still alive. We had snow last week, and look, I didn't heat this greenhouse or anything, and all these plants are still alive. And all my lettuce is still alive. My strawberries and kale and just charred. Look at that purple. Oh my god. I might have to bring that home and finish that off. I picked one and took it home the other day, and I've been eating that. Man, I love eating greens. But you can see the beans died, but these are cold weather plants right here. Even the mallow is a cold weather plant, which I'm surprised. I didn't know that. Look at that pepper. Peppers don't like it. The peppers froze and died. That's another bean plant. But as you can see, this is beets, and it survived. So beets are another cold weather plant I can see. This was an experiment, and it looks like it's panning out somewhat. You can see I got a lot of water in here still. I don't know what the temperature is because I took my gauge home because I was buttoning up for the winter. And as you can see, everything looks beautiful. Just a few lettuce plants got hurt a little bit. And these, I don't know what this is that one plant, I forget, argan or whatever it's called. I don't know why I put that in there, but I did. But it's growing. Another lettuce there. That's one that I took out, took it home, chopped it, and then I brought it back. And look, brand new lettuce again. I already ate that. So I'm going to be re-eating it if all things don't fail and everything freezes. But yeah, it's almost December, guys, and I'm still eating lettuce. Excuse me. Almost December. I never imagined that in December I could grow all the way to December anyways. I mean, if we continue having a warm spell, I might have plants in December eating. These, I've been clipping these. These are the mallow. And I've been clipping these, and I'm going to make a powder out of them because I want to take the mallow and put it in capsules, and mallow is really good for your digestive system. So it's good for cold and flu too. So I want to make a supplement out of these, which I plan on doing. Well, hopefully I can eat all this up because as you can see, some of it's getting really, it's starting to really get big. And it's a tiny bit more bitter, but it's really not that bad because it's in the aquaponics. And because I put the vitamins in, I added vitamins. As you can see, there was a bubbler in there, and all the vitamins I put in there, I let it bubble, and then I stuck it in the system. So, and I dumped it in there. So all them vitamins right now are in that water. I put my old multivitamins in there. So that means when I eat these plants now, they absorb all them vitamins. So them vitamins will be in my body, which should boost my immune system for COVID or whatever else illness is. My goal is really to create an atmosphere in my body where nothing can touch me, no virus. Being the threat from China and whatever is going on politically, we're in this possible civil war in the future here because we have globalists and to me, people that are enemies of this country gaining power, and very scary times we live in here, guys. And That's why I've been suggesting to friends and everybody, you got to start learning how to grow. And this here, I only come here once a week, and there's not really any work. Once you put it in, it grows. So it's like, I'm just coming here to pick. And yeah, once in a while I might have to start a tea up so I can add some nutrients to my stuff, but that's not a lot of work. It really, after I set the system up and got everything tweaked in, there was no maintenance really. So I'm not sitting there slaving away to garden like everybody else is. Once I stick the seed in the cup, once I stick the seed in there, it's off to the races, guys. And just to think that you could I took this home, clipped it all off, ate it, and I just trimmed the bottom there, brought it back, and stuck it back in. And now I'm going to have me another harvest. It was not really work to me. I mean, it's time. It's a little bit of time, but not much. I mean, you got to take time to get your food anyways when you go to the grocery store. So really it all equals out to the same, if you ask me. Now I do have to change the system a little bit, which I already did on this. My goal is to make sure these strawberries, I'm going to trim them down. When it really freezes, I'll trim them down, and whatever the buds will still be in the plant. So in the spring, these will rebud, and I should get strawberries, is my hope. And the only thing that I have a problem with is this is going to freeze during the winter. So I'm going to have to drain this whole system. Once that's going to be the work, which isn't going to be a lot of work. But I'm going to have to empty, after these all freeze and die, whatever's left, I got to go down there and drain all the tubes. So I have to keep an eye, really towards the end, you have to really keep an eye on the weather and make sure that your pipes don't freeze, because these are PVC pipes and you cannot have them freeze. So yeah, that is definitely an issue. So we're going to see what happens. This is going to be an experiment, kind of. I mean, the worst that can happen, I might have a couple pipes break, which I'll be fine with that. Because if you look, I have check valve here, so it keeps the water. So if it breaks, it's going to break right there and down there, which isn't a big deal because it's going to break after the check valve. So I might end up having to replace a few of these pipes, which really isn't a lot of money in time. It's just a little bit of work. So I'm fine with that. So if it happens, it happens. Of course, this is off-grid greenhouse, so there's no, like, I have a kerosene heater that I just stuck in here. It's almost half full of kerosene. But really, I don't want to heat this up with kerosene and then put, stuff coming off the smoke from that burning onto the plants, and then I have to wash them and eat them. I'm not into that. So what the kerosene heater is for is when it's really cold and because I got to work on these pipes, I got to basically drill holes so I could take these float valves out because I'm changing the system next year. Oh yeah, you can see that's my this system, the way it's designed, I had to add that little tube there because what would happen is I was getting like a problem with the flow because it needs to split off. It comes up, it has to split off in three areas. So what was happening is I wasn't getting the water to one side. So by doing that, I was able to create the flow so I could get water to all three, because you're going from 1 to 3 outlets. And for some reason, it just wasn't working right, and I had to add that corner there. So I had to add a fourth, creating a vent. So, and then I have a vent on each one. The vent's down, as you can see. This one, two, and that thing there doesn't necessarily have a vent, but these two have to. Because I don't want it, because what was happening is creating a back draft, which was making it so more of the water would go to these two and it would shut off that one. So this one had to have no back or vent so it can operate properly. So yeah, it's very confusing how I set that up, but that was the way I had to do it because I wanted to have the system running off of one pump. But that's about it, and I'll tune in sometime when everything freezes. And there's Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Say hi. What happened to your eye? Did your brother beat you up? All right, I'll tune in later.